Happy Independence Day, Philippines. Welcome, Kalayaan 2017, Hyatt Regency, Garden Grove, California. Kalayaan means freedom, and we started it when we worked with Philippine Consulate General in 2001, and now it's really we turned over into the Filipino community, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's warmer and more festive.
1898, we got our independence from Spain. But for a long time, we have celebrated July 4th as a Philippine Independence Day. And it was during the term of President Macapagal when they decided the real independence of the Philippines is the 1898 revolution, Andres Bonifacio, when we won against Spain.
Good afternoon po. My name is Lani Bere and I am the treasurer of Kalayaan Incorporated. And we welcome you ngayon po dito sa 119th proclamation anniversary of the proclamation of the Kalayaan of the Philippine Independence Day. I just welcome you guys and enjoy po kayo dito sa aming show. Thank you.
Kalayaan is always be an organization for Filipino-American community leaders. So what we accomplish here is to be together to celebrate the Philippine independence.
The past year we had a World War II veterans presentation that was done by one of the past presidents, Gil Mislang. He went to the high schools here in LA County to educate the high school students about Filipino World War II veterans.
It's a wonderful gathering of people that have made something of themselves in their life, and just as my parents and just as his parents have made a better life in America, I think we're here to continue on that wonderful thing that Filipinos do.
It's a good gathering, especially here in America, for all the Filipinos and the Filipino-American to all get together and know the history of the Philippines, because it's Independence Day, I think that's very important for a lot of Filipinos to know.
And Dr. Jose Rizal gave us many lessons in life, and certainly my group appreciates that. That's why we put up the Dr. Jose Rizal monument in the city of Carson.
And I'm so proud of Relson because we work so close together, and now this is another successful Kalayaan. Congratulations, Relson and the committee, and also the board, the ex-officials, and of course to our Filipino-American community.
One of the biggest things that we're trying to accomplish this year is basically I'm a teacher myself. I work in education, and I'm an assistant principal of one of the high schools in Los Angeles. One of my greatest goals is to do outreach in terms of education, inculcating what Philippine independence means is all about, our Filipino-American students. At the same time, the significance of World War II that happened back in 1898 in the Philippines. So I want to bring that to our youth in Los Angeles. In fact, we started this year with a symposium with Rosemead High School, where we presented the World War II symposium with students who are taking world history. So that's one of my goals. And another thing that I wanted to really accomplish is to bring more unity among Filipinos in Southern California, and to bring that camaraderie as a nation, as a big group of people.
The important thing is next year I'll be the chair for Kalayaan 2018, and we're going to showcase what is the contribution of Filipinos in California, in Los Angeles, or Southern California. You did a lot, and we'll find out in 2018.
One, two, and...
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 119th commemoration of the proclamation of Philippine Independence Day celebration, brought to you by Kalayaan Incorporated and with the cooperation of the Office of the Philippine Consulate General in Los Angeles. To begin our entrance, please welcome our hosts for this evening, Benel Celiban and Benito Miranda. Let's give them a big round of applause. Benel and Benito are both serving their second term as a member of the Board of Directors of Kalayaan Incorporated. Benel was the founding president of International Society of Filipinos in Finance and Accounting. Her professional attitude has been instrumental in making Kalayaan business conduct effective. Benito was the past president of SIPA and the Rotary Club of historic Filipino Town. His experiences in government solidify Kalayaan Incorporated's team. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause to our hosts for tonight. Once again, Benito Miranda and Benel Celiban. Thank you, Noel.
Thank you, Noel.
Welcome.
Welcome, Benitez. How are you? This is one of the most memorable Philippine Independence Celebration here in Los Angeles. Look at all the lovely women and gentlemen.
You know what? I've attended 4 of these, and there's so much fun. This is actually one of the biggest venues that we've celebrated. Anyway, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. I know traffic is so bad in the 22 freeway. Usually takes me 30 minutes from Torrance. Took me almost an hour. Okay, and we have some guests here this evening. So
now, Benito and I would like to welcome the current board members of the Kalayaan Incorporated. Starting off with Dr. Nair Azala and Mirna Bakuli.
Before we start, we'd just like to welcome Ambassador Marciano Painor Jr., who flew here from the Philippines to join us this evening. And just as a little plug, Ambassador Painor is very much responsible for the brainchild of Pedro, Philippine Disaster Relief Organization, back in 2004. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
So let's start again. So now, let's welcome the current board members of the Kalayaan Incorporated, starting off with Dr. Nair Azala and Mirna Bakuli. Dr. Nair Azala is the past president of Southern California Dental Association and the Kalayaan of America. He has been active in the medical and dental mission in the Philippines. Mrs. Mirna Bakuli is the past president of the Philippine Disaster Relief Organization, Philippine Medical Association of Southern California and Louisiana, USA, California. Friends, presenting Dr. Nair Azala and Mirna Bakuli.
Let's welcome Nestor Balila and Lolita Frialde Bandong. Nestor Balila hails from Cebu, Philippines. He is the longest running president of Cebu Brotherhood. It is the oldest film organization in LA, started in 1930. He has been the leader for 14 years. That is a testimony to great leadership. Nestor participated in various clubs and organizations both in the United States and in the Philippines. Lolita Frialde Bandong is a former Ginang ng Kalayaan 2014. She has been involved with various Filipino or American organizations in Southern California. She founded her unit of the Christian Family Movement and Apostleship of Prayer, the Philippine Arts Council, and the Pacific Art Asia Museum. Friends, presenting Nestor Balila and Lolita Frialde Bandong.
Now let's welcome Arnold Bahasa and Rosalie Carata. Arnold Bahasa was the president of the Lucena Association of Southern California. As a business owner, his ability to interact and connect with many Filipino-American companies contribute to the relationship building and development of Kalayaan. Rosalie Carata is the past president of San Carlos Association of Los Angeles. Her nursing career and experience in community service are significantly valuable to Kalayaan Incorporated. Friends and guests, presenting Arnold Bahasa and Rosalie Carata.
Before we go any further, let's give a big Kalayaan welcome to the California Treasurer, John Chang. He has to leave pretty soon. He is going to be the first Asian American governor of California. He's running for governor. Welcome, John. And now, what about a big round of applause for Archie Calunod and Anna Chiqui. Archie hails from the Negros Island and has been serving the Kalayaan board since 2007. He is the current president of Philippine Disaster Relief Organization, better known as Pedro. Archie is a young and promising leader to the Kalayaan Incorporated. Anna Chiqui is executive director of Philippine Heritage Institute International. Anna continues and carries the legacy of her mother, the late and well-loved Naomi Armada, for humanitarian service to the Southern California Philippine American community. Friends and guests, presenting Archie Calunod and Anna Chico.
Let's welcome between Francisco and Rene Galano. Betty, as we call her, is an active member of Kalayaan of America and Philippine Disaster Relief Organization. She has been involved in Kalayaan celebration events for many years. Rene represents Kalayaan activities to the Los Angeles County employees and programs of the Los Angeles County. He's a steadfast, long-tenured Kalayaan supporter and board member. Friends and guests, let's welcome between Francisco and Rene Galano.
Let's welcome Victoria De Leon, Victor Martinez, and Anna Lim. Victoria joined Kalayaan this year. Vicky, as we call her, hails from Tiaong, Quezon. She is involved with various civic and provincial organizations such as the Pangasinan Association of Greater Long Beach, Philippine Heritage Institute International, and the Philippine Nurses Association of West Los Angeles, to name a few. Vicky participates in medical mission and a staunch supporter preserving the environment. We regret to inform you that Annie Lim could not join us tonight due to a family emergency in the Philippines, but she is sending her wishes and love to all of us. Victor Martinez is the founding president of Kasiguran Association and was a president of the United Bicolandia, Los Angeles. Vic is from Sorsogon and Tanauan, Batangas. Friends, presenting Victoria De Leon and Victor Martinez.
Let's call in Violet Islang and Cirilo Pinla. Violet Islang is from Peñaranda, Nueva Ecija. As a board member, Violet is mindful of keeping Kalayaan board aggressive legality and compliance concerns. She has been involved in community activities for over 20 years with her undertaking governance roles in various associations such as Peñaranda, USA, and Pangasinan Brotherhood. Cirilo has been involved with both civic and professional organizations. He is a past Grand Knight and current District Deputy with the Knight of Columbus. Cirilo is the past president of Rotary Club of Historic Filipino Town. Friends, Violet Islang and Cirilo Pinla.
Now let's welcome Lady Hope Rubillos and Lydia Solis. Lady Hope is the past president of Silliman University Alumni Association and has led the organization in making generous financial support to her alma mater, Silliman University. Lydia Solis is the past president of Philippine Women's University Alumni Association of Southern California. She is the chief news correspondent of Philippine News for Southern California. Lydia has been involved with Kalayaan in 2011. Friends and guests, Lady Hope Rubillos and Lydia Solis.
Friends, let's welcome Pedro Ramirez and Virginia Vivas. Pedro Ramirez is a strong advocate of the poor and underserved people in Southern California and the Philippines. He joined the Kalayaan board in 2016 and has provided the board with fresh ideas, energy, and strong sense of teamwork. Virginia Vivas was the president of Filipino Women University Alumni Association of Southern California. She joined Kalayaan board in 2012. Friends, presenting Pedro Ramirez and Virginia Vivas.
And now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce to you the ex-officio of Kalayaan board. These individuals were the past presidents of the Kalayaan board, starting off with 2004 President Chito Maglac and the 2005 President Lucy Babaran. Chito hails from Pampanga, Philippines. He is a respectable leader considered one of the Kalayaan event's old guards. And is a stalwart in his position to keep Kalayaan Incorporated in a strong position in the Filipino community in Southern California. Chito has an outstanding leadership track. He was a trailblazer in installing the monument of Dr. Jose Rizal in the city of Carson. Lucy epitomizes the image of a professional nurse, exuding genuine care for others and considered by her patients and friends as one of the most caring nurses they have ever met. Lucy's leadership in the Filipino-American community energized the community to achieve greater unity and civic accomplishments. Friends, Chito Maglac and Lucy Babaran.
Let's give up for 2016 Kalayaan President Bobby Reyes and the 2007 President Lilia Soriano. Bobby Reyes is a media advocate and the founder of Media Breakfast Club. Bobby is recognized leader of various Filipino-American groups in Los Angeles. During his term, Bobby delivered a highly entertaining celebration displaying our strong heritage and was instrumental in showcasing our Filipino pride in our hometown Dodger Baseball game. Nina Soriano is an officer of the Global Filipino Foundation and a community ambassador of ABS Indian Foundation International Los Angeles. She is also affiliated with Filipino American Press Club as the current vice president during her term as Kalayaan president. India featured a long activity in celebrating Philippine independence. Friends, Bobby Reyes and Lydia Soriano.
Let's welcome Kalayaan 2008 President and Bisaya Noel Omega, 2011 Kalayaan President Leo Marana, and 2012 President Antero Magusan. Noel is a chapter co-founder of the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce of Los Angeles and founder, principal consultant of Omega Quadrant. Noel serves in various boards of Filipino-American and community organizations. He is the president emeritus and advisor of the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce of Los Angeles. Antero Magusan is a Matique. Antero is the longest continued supporters and active participants in the Kalayaan celebration arena. He serves as the long-time advisor of Antica Circle USA and the leading advisor of Kalayaan events and an invaluable source of sound and legal advice. Our Kalayaan 2011 President, Leo Marana, cannot be with us tonight and regretfully sends his message. Friends and guests, Noel Omega and Antero Magusan.
Let's welcome Kalayaan 2013 President Teresita and Perigor. Kalayaan 2014 President Pino de la Vega. Techi, as we call her, is from Calamba, Laguna. She has an excellent lineage of community, volunteer service, and charitable activities. See her conducting medical mission and feeding program in her hometown. Her great level of experience performing critical responsibilities of any organization, such as maintaining transparency and accountability, is evident in our board discussion. Oviedo P. de la Vega hails from San Carlos, Pangasinan. He founded the Philippine Disaster Relief Organization known as FEDER. Past president of Pangasinan Brotherhood USA. Bing has been instrumental in developing the initial bylaws of the Corporation of Kalayaan Incorporated. Friends, Teresita and Oviedo de la Vega.
And now, what about a warm welcome to 2015 Kalayaan President Zenaida Sabacor, Zanny Bedosa Valverde, and the 2016 Kalayaan President Josie De Jesus. Zanny, as we call her, is from Nabua, Camarines Sur. As a real estate broker, she receives recognition from both her clients and peers in the industry due to her integrity, honesty, and fair dealings. As a community volunteer, she is heralded as a superb, dynamic leader in the various organizations community. She is the past president of Naga City, USA, United Economic Los Angeles. There is also an active member of the Monument Movement and Philippine Disaster Relief Organization. Josie De Jesus is from Kapalaniguan, Cagayan. Josie is a past president of various organizations. Philippine Heritage Institute of International Philippine Nurses Association of Southern California, University in the East, Alumni Association of Southern California. Currently, Josie is an administrator of the City Sinai Medical Center of Los Angeles. Friends and
Thank you, Benito. Greetings to our past president and chairman. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome the executive of Kalayaan Incorporated. Starting off, our public relations officer, Mary Lee Sana and Edmond Ashana. Marilyn is a founding and managing lawyer of MPS Law Offices. She also served as director of the Filipino Migrant Center. Her brilliant and relevant ideas and profound commitment brings hope and new perspective to Kalayaan governance and community outreach. And, as we call him, he is practicing immigration lawyer, was born in Kansas City and raised in Cherokee, New Jersey. Edmund brings a new genre of leadership to Kalayaan Board. Friends, Marilyn Sana and Edmund and Shana.
Let us welcome 2017 Kalayaan Auditor and Assistant Auditor Erlinda Granada Saba and Carmelita Paula. Erlinda Granada Saba hails from the Legazpi City, Albay. She brought a solid background of ideas to help run the board with integrity. Erlinda has been an active member of several Filipino-American organizations, namely the Filipino-American Culture Education Assembly and Overseas Filipinos for Good Governance. Carmelita Paula has been involved in volunteering in many charitable works in Los Angeles, Our Lady of Angels Cathedral, and with Alam Lang Puso. These organizations organize medical missions to the Philippines. Carms is from Lubao, Pampanga. Friends, Erlinda Granada Saba and Carmelita Paula.
Let's give up to the 2017 Kalayaan Treasurer Sheila Melanie Lorraine, 2017 Kalayaan Secretary Gil Mislam, and 2017 Assistant Secretary Linda Jogo. Sheila Melanie Berry is from Sorsogon. Lani is a past president of United Bicolana, Los Angeles. She's a member of Philippine Disaster Relief Organization and Philippine Institute of Arts and Culture. Lani is instrumental in providing ideas and can manage and implement critical tasks within the association. Gil Mislam is a retired research chemist and was Director of Research in the Chemical Coating and Paint industry. Gil served in leadership roles in some organizations such as Kamaysan, Brotherhood, NAPAN, and Philippine Scout Heritage Society. Gil continues to be active in providing support and guidance to the Kalayaan Board. His profound knowledge of history, culture, and heritage is truly an asset to Kalayaan Incorporated. Kevin Oko is from Nai, Cavite, and the owner of Homestead Senior Care. He is the president of Nai Association of Southern California. Friends presenting Sheila Melanie Murray, Gil Mislam, and Linda Oko.
If you notice, Gil Mislam is using the Mr. Ilonggo outfit at the turn of the century. The guy, class style. All right. What about a big welcome to the 2017 Kalayaan Vice President and Vice Chairman, Susan Espiritu Delps. Susan has been a long-term Filipino-American leader and supporter of Kalayaan celebrations in Los Angeles. She's been active in many areas of community service. After more than 20 years, Susan retired as Executive Director of the Filipino-American Service Group FASTI. She received many community recognition, 2009 10 Outstanding Mahalanos, and 2012 Visionary Service Award from USC Asia Pacific Islander Social Work Office. Friends, Susan Espiritu Delps.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome 2017 Kalayaan President, 2017 Gala Night Chair, Jose Relson Bañez. Relson, as we call him, hails from the Rotary Philippines. He is a past president of Asian and Pacific Islander Educator Network of Pampanga, United Filipino Educator of California. In 2002, Relson started an educational foundation to honor the legacy of his father in public service. The grant is intended to support the economically disadvantaged students in the city of Iloilo. He is currently the assistant principal of construction of Rosemead High School and Monte Union High School District. Friends, 2017 President Jose Relson Bañez.
Mr. Iloilo. See all those Goy dolls on the table there? He brought them all the way from the Philippines. They're all with certificate of authenticity. You may all buy them. But buy either one of them. All right. Kalayaan Incorporated has been blessed with beautiful women in the past. Joining us tonight are three lovely ladies. Let us welcome the 2017 Mga Dilag ng Kalayaan. Mutya ng Kalayaan 2017, Cristiana Duval.
Siempre me gusta hacer los primeros paquetes.
Binibining Kalayaan 2017, Marie Zelen Igano. Ginang ng Kalayaan 2017, Malu Perez. We will share with you the complete bio data of our 2017 mga dilag ng Kalayaan later on in the program.
Kalayaan Incorporated 2017 board welcome for the first time Kalayaan Night. Ladies and gentlemen, let us show a warm welcome to our very own Honorable Consul General Adelio Angelita Cruz and his wife, Mrs. Catherine Cruz.
Kalayaan Incorporated is honored to have his presence back in the Los Angeles community. Our guest of honor tonight is the Chief of Presidential Protocol and Director General for Operations of the ASEAN 2017 Organizing Council. And remember, as I said earlier, he is the person responsible for establishing Philippine Disaster Relief Organization back in 2004. Our former Consul General, let's welcome Ambassador Marciano Painor Jr. and his lovely wife, Mrs. Teresita Painor.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and respect that we welcome the flags of the United States of America and the Philippines. Please stand. Let us welcome tonight's Color Grand, the Marine Corps Recruiting Station. River Color Guard headed by Sergeant Lorenzo Ojeda III. On the video is the national anthem of the Philippines, the Philippine-American Musical Ensemble, to play for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Please remain standing for the invocation to be given by Father Joshua Alvero from St. Camillus Catholic Center for Pastoral Care.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of the divine.
Father God, Creator and Lord of history, it is your will that every nation on the face of the earth, big or small, should be free to live in peace and prosperity, to pursue the destiny you have ordained for them. Today, as we gather to celebrate our Araw ng Kalayaan, the independence which we had fought for and gained 119 years ago, we now ask that you bless each one of us here present as we join our fellow Filipinos back home on this happy commemoration. Today especially, we ask that you bless our families and the current leaders of our land, whose mission it is to preserve our peace and order and promote our prosperity. May our laws be just and be justly administered to protect the weak, to defend the right to life of every citizen from conception till natural death. Aware of the present threats of our freedom, both from within and from without, we earnestly ask that you graciously continue to shield us with your power from terrorism and abuse of power. May our basic human rights be vigorously defended, our natural resources be preserved for generations to come, and may the common good of all be the product and fruit of the just ownership of land, the possession of adequate means of livelihood through labor opportunities, and the sufficient education for all to develop fully as your children you destined to live forever. We thank you, one Father of us all, for the blessings we enjoy in this adopted land of ours. May we be always mindful of the land of our birth or ancestry, so that we may generously share with our kababayans back home the gifts we have according to our capacity to give and according to the depths of their needs. Amen.
Thank you, Father. So please help me thank and acknowledge our friends from the Marine Corps Recruiting Station, Liber Color Guard, headed by Sergeant Lorenzo Ojeda. Thank you for joining us and thank you for your service. We also want to recognize all the military personnel in the house, and we want you to stand. Everybody stand. So we're truly honored and appreciate the service you rendered to our country. Also, we would like to thank the Filipino-American Musical Ensemble for the glorious rendition of the national anthem, and to Father Alvaro for his blessing. Let's give them a round of applause.
Right now, let us call on stage the 2017 President and Chairman, Jose Relson L. Banas, to give his welcome remark.
Good evening. Consul General Adelino Angelito Cruz and wife Catherine Cruz, Ambassador Marciano Painor Jr. and wife Teresita Painor, Kalayaan Board of Directors, our Kalayaan friends, and guests, good evening. Tonight's celebration marks the 119th commemoration of the proclamation of the Philippine independence. This celebration is significant to all of us Filipinos and Filipino Americans. To be exact, our ancestors experienced liberation and freedom and independence from Spain on June 12, 1898. As a reminder for this freedom, allow me to share with you some structure that significantly contributes to the celebration of this freedom. The backdrop that you see here on stage
depicts the Church of Santa Barbara, Iloilo, a province where the first Philippine independence declared outside Luzon. It was called then the cradle of Philippine independence in the South. This church that you see here was used as the general headquarters and military hospital of the revolution forces in 1898. To this day, the Santa Barbara Church declared a national landmark by National Historical Institute in 1991. In addition to the celebration of the Philippine independence, I take pride to welcome you to the city known for its sweet smile, famous La Paz Batchoy, Mang Inasal, and the soft-speaking people of the Philippines from the City of Love, Iloilo. As a 501c3 organization, this is the area where we promote the educational, cultural heritage of our beloved country, Philippines. If you have noticed at the foyer, you also witness various festivals in the province of Iloilo, which naturally exhibit how rich our cultural heritage. The motif of tonight's celebration depicts a festival of colorful religious celebration called Dinagyan. The Dagoy dolls that you see on your centerpieces or at your table, and the Patajong as the table runner, are elements of Ilonggo culture and heritage. Halaga, Iloilo. To our guests, sponsors, donors, and partners, thank you for joining us tonight. As the theme of the celebration says, Pagbabago, sama-samang balikatin. Change, let's work on it together. Malitayong pagmadinlagon na selebrasyon, mabuhay ang kalayaan, which means wishing you a happy and successful celebration. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas and good evening.
Thank you, Nelson. A few months ago, Los Angeles Consulate General Office was blessed to have his presence and as the new Philippine Consul General. This man did not waste any moment but to address the concerns of Filipino Americans in the United States. On June 29, his office is sponsoring a community fundraising event for the Filipino veterans. Tonight, he's going to introduce our guest speaker, but I'm certain that you would like to hear a message from him before he does that tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to Honorable Consul General Adelio Almerita Cruz.
It is my honor and privilege to introduce our guest speaker for this evening. He is a pillar in the Philippine Foreign Service, a man whom I greatly admire and truly emulate. He is no stranger to some of you here, as he served as Consul General of the Philippine Consulate General in Los Angeles from 2002 to 2006. Our guest of honor finished a degree from the renowned Philippine Military Academy and is a member of the Matatag class of 1971. He took the Foreign Service Officer's exam in 1981 and joined the Department of Foreign Affairs in March 1983 as Third Secretary and Vice Consul in Washington, D.C. During his stint as Foreign Service Officer, he served in various posts across the globe, including Hungary, Africa, Italy, and the United States. While serving as the Philippine Ambassador to Israel, he was given a concurrent designation as Presidential Assistant for State and Foreign Visits, which required him to arrange all the foreign visits of then President. He held the designation until June 30, 2010. Having been posted as Consul General in Los Angeles in 2002, from 2002 to 2006, and as Consul General in San Francisco from 2007 to 2014. He also served in the Office of the President as Chief of Presidential Protocol under several administrations, from President Fidel Ramos to President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. In this light, he was given the highest award for diplomatic merit, the Order of Sikatuna. In 2014, President Benigno Aquino III appointed him as Undersecretary and Director General of the National Organizing Committee for the Philippines hosting of APEC in 2015. Due to the success of the conduct of the APEC meetings, he was given a Presidential Medal of Merit by the former president last year. He is currently the Chief of Presidential Protocol under President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, and concurrently serves as the Director General for Operations for the Philippine hosting of the ASEAN Summit this 2017. We are doubly honored that his lovely wife, Madame Teresita Bustamante Painor, is also here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my honor to introduce to you one of the best diplomats ever to serve in the Philippine Foreign Service Corps. My mentor, my colleague, our dear friend, His Excellency Ambassador Marciano A. Painor Jr.
Thank you very much, Adele, for the very generous introduction. The President and the Chairman of the Board of Directors of the 19th Anniversary Proclamation of Philippine Independence here, Relson Banas, and the other officers, ex officio and past chairpersons, Consul General Adele Cruz, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually overwhelmed by your invitation to me to speak on this 119th anniversary celebration of Philippine independence. Primarily because I had not imagined that I would be coming back here to speak to you again after I left in 2006. So that was quite almost 10 years ago. And I must admit that having seen many familiar faces, whatever anxieties I may have had coming in here, was gone. In fact, I almost was not able to make it because of the recent happenings in Manila. But even as we now speak, there are certain other happenings going on in London. So let's pray that peace and order will come in the world, like Father said in his in the opening prayers. If there's one observation that I saw immediately, it was that this anniversary of Philippine independence started on time. And I'd like to commend the organizers. If you recall, during the 4 years that I was the Consul General here, I always encouraged all the organizations to start on time. And now I've actually seen the fruits of my, in a sense, nagging way back then. And I commend the officers of the organization and everyone else who braved the Saturday traffic to be here on time. In a few days, 9 to be exact, we will once again celebrate the independence of the Philippines. 118 years has passed since June 12, 1898, and since then, what has changed? In 1956, President Ramon Magsaysay said in his speech in Luneta during the 10th anniversary of the establishment of the Philippine Republic after the Second World War, and I quote, "Now, after 10 years, let us look back over the road we have traveled. Let us take stock of ourselves. What have we done with that independence for which we waited so long? Let us look clearly and honestly at the record. I can tell you how I feel about it. I can tell you that I am proud of my race, that I am proud of my generation, that I am proud of the nation we created in so short a time and in the face of such tremendous odds," unquote. These words of President Magsaysay are as relevant today as they were then. 119 years, to be exact, on June 12. We had suffered countless struggles and challenges, and along with it, victories.
But let me repeat the question that was asked more than 61 years ago by President Magsaysay. What have we done with the independence that we now enjoy, and I might add, at the expense of the lives given selflessly by our national heroes? Here in your adopted country, the United States, are you all proud to be a Filipino? If you are, in what ways are you exercising your freedom, your independence? Following that question, I'd like to ask, in these trying times, how does one become a good Filipino? Regardless of whichever citizenship many of you now have, you know that you are Filipino in your heart of hearts. In fact, your palate and even your stomach that constantly craves for adobo and sinigang knows you are Filipino. So I looked around and I asked one of my staff to find and look for what does it take to become a good Filipino? The list includes simple things like following traffic lights and rules, segregating trash, paying your taxes, exercising your right of suffrage, abide by all laws and regulations, know your country, and always say something positive about your country among others. This year, however, it seems that there is more required of us because 2017 is not an ordinary regular year. This past year, for instance, since last we celebrated Independence Day, the Philippines welcomed a new government, new cabinet officials, new members of the House of Representatives and Senate, new local executives, new allies, new strategies, new foreign policy approach, new economic strategies, new social and cultural thrusts. A total paradigm shift. And here in your chosen country of domicile, you too experience a change of administration and an equally serious shift in policy in many areas. So in spite of all this, what does it take to be a good and relevant Filipino? There are many ways, and I'm sure you all have an idea or two, but I believe the answer depends on how one uses his or her freedom. Freedom which was precursored by independence and democracy. In the past few days, several unfortunate events happened in the Philippines. Among them, the terrorist attacks on and siege of Marawi, the declaration of martial law in Mindanao, and just the other night, the Resorts World active shooter incident that led to the unnecessary deaths of many of our countrymen. In the face of these challenges, what did we do individually and collectively to exercise the freedom that we have gained? Were we the first to curse and question our government's decisions without understanding the full story? Were we an emotional burden to our government and friends back home? Did we give unsolicited opinions based on rumors, fueling anxieties, or worse, dignifying the dastardly acts of others? I believe that we can all participate positively by following three basic principles. The first one is pursue the common good. Pursue the common good. At these challenging times, we all need to be good Filipinos and Filipino Americans. To be one, we must momentarily ignore personal interests, religious and political affiliations. We have a common enemy. Therefore, we have to be one. We have to show terrorist groups, drug syndicates and criminals that we are a nation and people that will not back off. We must portray confidence in our government and support those soldiers who are risking their lives to preserve our independence from those who plan to inflict fear and panic. We have to show that we do not tolerate any form of bullying. The second one, contribute to the overall development. Yesterday, the Philippine government launched the Philippine Development Plan for 2017 to 2024, the first medium-term plan of President Duterte's administration. This plan is anchored on three pillars. First one is malasakit, enhancing the social fabric. Second is pagbabago, that is inequality, reducing transformation. And the third, patuloy na pag-unlad, increasing potential growth. I must also say that this development plan identifies strategies and policies for the protection of the rights, improving the quality of life, and integrating the Filipinos overseas into the country's development. So instead of bashing and criticizing the government
a good Filipino should push aside his own personal agenda and appreciate and contribute to the overall development of the country. So for you, I choose malasakit, pagbabago, and patuloy na pag-unlad for the Philippines and every Filipino, as well as for the United States. We need to support the socio-economic agenda and align our efforts to this, even if you are in the private sector or running your own businesses. Keep in mind that all our efforts contribute to the national development. Our President is clear on prioritizing internal cleansing by vowing to cultivate a government and society free of drugs, criminality, and corruption. Although many are questioning the means on how to get to this end, we can already feel the fruit of this strategy because these three, drugs, criminality, corruption, are all interconnected. One positive aspect here is the significant drop in the number of drug users over the past several months. Third and most important, love your country. Love your country of birth and love your adopted country. This year, the Philippines is host to the ASEAN summits and related meetings, where we represented our country with our unique brand of hospitality and character. We all know that our physical infrastructures and facilities are not yet at par with those of other member states. But it is our values that make us remarkable and unforgettable hosts. This is the same brand that we applied during the hosting of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation in 2015. And by all accounts, most of our delegates actually were very surprised at the way that we hosted them, despite the many difficult challenges. The National Organizing Council, especially the men and women who comprise the National Organizing Council, have many days where they're weary and tired and have to work on weekends and holidays. But they all do this with a smile because they know that they are doing these things not because of financial remuneration. They are not paid overtime, but because they're doing it for the country. I hope that all of you, whatever you do, I hope that you dedicate your efforts to and as a manifestation of your love of your country of birth and your country, your adopted country. We can all do this with social media and internet access as you watch Philippine news, soap operas, Philippine artists' performance, talk shows, and the rest. In fact, I think the farther we are from our homeland, the more attached we have become. Sometimes you who are here are even more aware of the current events back home than we are because of better connectivity all around. So I urge you to continue doing this and not lose interest in the Philippines. Finally, I would like to impart to you three other things that I shared with the cadets of the Philippine Military Academy way back in 2014. As individuals, we can and should be always relevant. And the way that we can be relevant in whatever we do, first, Improve yourselves. Continuously improve yourselves. Second, lose yourselves. Lose your egos. Lose your pride. Third, and most important, live something of yourself. Improve yourself. Lose yourself. Finally, live something of yourself. Also, in summary, I highlighted 3 ways on how we can all be good citizens of this world. Pursue the common good, contribute to overall development, always think of your country, love it dearly. It's the only one you've got. Thank you very much, and happy Independence Day to everyone.
Folks, that was a very excellent talk. I mean, it opened my eyes. You know, my wife and I became dual citizens not too long ago. And please, if you're a Filipino, if you're born in the Philippines, you're a U.S. citizen, apply for dual citizenship. You go to the consulate office, you go at 10 o'clock, you're done by 1 o'clock. Be sure you have your paperwork ready, though. But please, if you're a Filipino, apply, and you're an American now, apply for dual citizenship. That'll help the country. Anyway, as a way of thanking you, we would like to present the plaque of appreciation to Honorable Ambassador Marciano Painor. And I'd like to request our President and Vice President here. The plaque reads, Testimony of Appreciation, Ambassador Marciano A. Painor Jr. for gracing our occasion and sharing his valuable knowledge as guest speaker of the Kalayaan Incorporated during the celebration of the 119th anniversary of the Proclamation of Philippine Independence held on June 3rd, 2017 at the Hyatt Regency Garden Grove, Orange County, California.
Together with Ambassador Painor and Consul General, we would like to recognize the 2016 Kalayaan President and Chair Josie de Jesus. On behalf of the Kalayaan Incorporated Board and Directors, thank you for gracing our event tonight, and thank you for your support.
I'd like to add a couple of things. Since Ambassador Painor established the Philippine Disaster Relief Organization, and we have given thousands and thousands of dollars for help to our people in the Philippines, our kababayan, also here in the United States and in South America. Anyway, Pedro presents this award of appreciation to Ambassador Marciano A. Painor Jr. We thank you for your dedication and valuable role in establishing the Philippine Disaster Relief Organization, helping victims of natural disaster, presented by our President Archery Calunod, June 3, 2017. When he was Consul General, like I said, he started Philippine Disaster Relief Organization. We had another Consul General who was here, Helen Barber, who later became Helen Barber de la Vega, married to our past president of Pedro, Bing de la Vega, who is here tonight, also a director of Kalayaan. Helen Barber was instrumental with Vic Ching, Sani Gangkaiko, a lot of the Rotary, in establishing the Rotary Club of Historic Filipino Town. All of us drive from different parts of LA County, Cirilo from Orange County, to attend the meeting. So if any of you are interested in joining the Rotary Club of Historic Filipino Town, we meet at Silver Lake Medical Center on Thursdays in the cafeteria. Great club.
At the start of the new millennium in 2001, various key leaders from Filipino-American associations have joined forces as one formidable group, all in the spirit of nationalism and love of country, under the name of Kalayaan and then as Kalayaan Incorporated of Southern California. It was later registered as a California nonprofit corporation with 501c3 tax-exempt status. Since then, it continued to be the foremost celebrant of the yearly anniversary of the proclamation of Philippine Independence Day in Southern California. Kalayaan 2001, Chair Betty Bayal, wife of former Congen Edwin Bayal, headed the 103rd anniversary. The Kalayaan 2001 Steering Committee worked with zest and energy to ensure the success of the inaugural ball of Kalayaan at the Westin Bonaventure Hotel with more than 1,100 guests. Several cultural and sports events were held. Kalayaan 2001 later on donated $10,000 to the Rizal Monument Project. Kalayaan 2004, Chair Chito Mandap led the 106th anniversary with a theme and mission to build the Rizal Monument in Southern California. His term record net income, Chito's total commitment, strong support from leaders of major film associations led to the founding of the Jose P. Rizal Monument movement so as to focus all the resources, plans and actions towards achieving the mission. With great help from Mayor Jim Deere and Mayor Pro Tem Lito Santarina, the 15-foot Rizal Monument was constructed in the City of Carson International Sculpture Garden. Since then, it has become a Kalayaan Incorporated legacy and pride of Filipinos in Southern California. Kalayaan 2005, Chair Lucy Babaran headed the 107th anniversary. During her term, she spearheaded various community projects. From the Kalayaan 2005 proceeds, $4,000 were donated to Gawad Kalinga that builds homes for the underprivileged and $5,000 towards building the Rizal Monument. Senator Manny Villar was the guest speaker at the gala night, while Senator Kiko Pangilinan briefly came to meet and greet the guests. Kalayaan 2006, Chair Bobby Reyes, Chairman Emeritus of the Media Breakfast Club, led the 108th anniversary. His term's net proceeds were donated to the Philippine Emergency Disaster Relief Organization and to the second Film Community Day at the Dodgers Stadium. Conjan Mary Jo Aragon made history then as the first woman consul general to throw a ceremonial first pitch during that event. Kalayaan 2007, Chair Lydia Soriano led the 109th anniversary. 3 days celebration at Long Beach Convention Center were held on trade and expos, awards presentation of Kalayaan beauties, golf, bowling, and tennis sports tournament. Senator Kiko Pangilinan was the guest speaker at the gala night. Proceeds were shared in feeding and gift-giving to the Philippine orphan and street children during the ambassadorial Philippine tourism trip in 2007. Kalayaan 2008, Chair Noel S.V. Omega led the 110th anniversary at the Marriott Convention Center in Burbank. It was the first Kalayaan set of events held entirely in San Fernando Valley. The theme was Engage Our Excellence and involved the participation of younger generation of Filipino Americans. Earnings funded the first ever Pinoy Fest, a free outdoor event celebrating Philippine Independence Day featuring Filipino talents, cultural performances, and Filipino cuisine. Kalayaan 2010, Chair Gil Mislang headed the 112th anniversary. The theme was Celebrating Freedom Through Culture and Arts. The focus was to showcase the underexposed Filipino talents to a broad community. Filipino singers, dancers, musicians, a new song written specially for the occasion entitled Mabuhay Ka Pilipino were featured. Gil was formerly president of the Pangasinan Brotherhood Association and vice president of the Philippine Scouts Heritage Society. Kalayaan 2011, Chair Leo Maranan headed the 113th anniversary. He was co-founder and past president of the San Fernando Valley Chamber of Commerce. The gala night was a great celebration that featured traditional cultural dances and songs. Leo's Kalayaan 2011 term donated $10,000 to the Jose P. Rizal Monument movement, and this was truly a big boost to intensify the Rizal Monument project. Kalayaan 2012, Chair Antero Pagunsan of Antique Circle USA headed the 114th anniversary. The Filipina beauties presented were dressed in elegant gowns that are unique and rarely seen in any grand ball. The Kalayaan Incorporated bylaws are due to his diligence. He always participates in every Kalayaan Independence Day celebrations. Kalayaan 2012 donated $5,000 to the Jose P. Rizal Monument Movement, where he is the vice chairman of said organization. Kalayaan 2013, Chair Techi Emperador of Calamba Association of Southern California, led the 115th anniversary. The Grand Ball was a huge success at the Sheraton downtown Los Angeles with the Honorable Senator Franklin Drilon as guest of honor. The event continued to keep the tradition of the Filipino community for producing great pride in our culture and heritage. Her term donated to Bohol earthquake victims, Calamba Medical Missions, and to the World Series softball Philippine team. Kalayaan 2014, Chairman Bing de la Vega headed the 116th anniversary. He is the founder and chairman emeritus of PIDRO, the Philippine Emergency Disaster Relief Organization. With PIDRO's resources and Kalayaan 2015 earnings, Bing and Conjan Helen Barber donated medicines and relief goods to the victims of Super Typhoon Haiyan in Tacloban, Leyte. The sold-out gala had Senator Grace Poe as guest speaker. Kalayaan 2015, Chair Seni Sabocor of United Bicolandia, Los Angeles, headed the 117th anniversary. She started her term with lots of enthusiasm, being first to benefit from the support of the expanded Kalayaan Board, hence with more than 800 guests. California Assembly Member Honorable Rob Bonta was the guest speaker during the gala night. Kalayaan 2015 donated and participated in food giving and feeding missions to local charitable institutions. Kalayaan 2016, Chair Josie De Jesus of the Philippine Heritage Institute International and Philippine Nurses Association headed the 118th anniversary. The gala night had 760 guests with Honorable Consul General Leo Herrera Lim as the keynote speaker. Her term made Kalayaan participate in several community activities such as Simbang Gabi, Christmas Parole Parade, wreath-laying and parade at the Rizal Monument, homeless feeding, gift-giving, free heart screening risk assessment of Filipino women, and many more. Kalayaan 2017, Chair Jose Relson Banaz presently heads this year's 119th anniversary. He has more than 25 years of experience in education as a classroom teacher, assistant principal, math specialist, educational consultant, and many more. His Kalayaan 2017 term will culminate in tonight's Grand Ball and will surely be another outstanding success in the history of Kalayaan Incorporated. The Rizal Monument is truly a Kalayaan Incorporated perpetual legacy and of the Filipino community in Southern California. It was a Kalayaan project from inception, and JPRMM ensured all the tasks involved until completion. KISC and JPRMM are really one and the same, composed of leaders from various film associations. The 15-foot Rizal Monument in the City of Carson International Garden was established in memory of our national hero who was martyred for the independence we celebrate today. It is a landmark in this part of the world that will symbolize our Filipino heritage and culture from the past to the present and to the future. It has demonstrated our group's unity and certainly our love of country.
Our sincerest thanks to the time and effort of Monchito Mandap and Manny Evaldez, who produced such memorable video presentation. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts.
Ang bayan ko, tanging ikaw, Pilipinas kong mahal, ang puso ko at buhay man sa iyo ibibigay. Tungkulin kong gagampanan na lagi kang paglingkuran. Ang laya mo'y babantayan, Pilipinas kong hirap. Oh, how I love my native land, Philippines, my Philippines. To thee I give my heart and hand. Philippines, my Philippines, the trees that crown thy mountains grand, the seas that beat upon thy strand. Awake my heart to thy command, Philippines, beloved land. Ang bayan kong tanging ikaw, Pilipinas kong mahal, ang puso ko at buhay man sa iyo ibibigay. Tungkulin kong gagampanan na lagi kang paglingkuran. Ang laya mo'y babantayan, Pilipinas kong mahal. Ang bayan kong Pilipinas, lupa'y ginangginto't bulaklak, pag-ibig na sa kaniyang palad, naghalay ng ganda at dilag. At sa kanyang yumi at ganda, dayuhan ay nahalina. Bayan ko, binihag ka, nasadlak sa dusa. Ibang mang malayang lumipad, kulugin mo at umiiyak. Bayang pagkayang saktal tila, ang di magnasang makaalpas. Pilipinas kong minumutya, pugad na luha kong dalita. Aking adhika, makita kang sagad. nasang makaalpas. Pilipinas kong minumutya, pugad na luha ko't dalita, aking adhika, makita kang sagdalaya. Aking adhika,
Did that come?
No, he didn't.
And did he say anything like?
Well, I think he did because Jose knew.
Oh, he knew.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank Balaya Filipino American Dance Art. Thank you so much for showcasing our cultural pride.
The Philippines has produced world-renowned artists such as Arnel Pineda of Journey, Lea Salonga, Gary V, Martin Rivera.
Wait a minute, Benit, you forgot something.
Huh?
You forgot someone.
Oh, I forgot to mention Becca Godinez, my better half.
Woohoo!
This is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is a time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, screaming and scheming become one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I'll never reckon second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is a moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds. This day or never, I'll stay forever with my gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this is a moment, the sweetest moment of them all. Thank you. Araw-gabi, bakit naaalala ka? Di ko malimot-limutan, sa atin ay nagdaan. Kung nagtatampo ka'y kailangan bang ganyan? Dinggin ang dahilan at ako ay pagbigyan. Kailangan ko ang tunay na pag-ibig mo, dahil tanging ikaw lang ang pintig ng puso ko. Hahayaan mo ba na maging ganon na lang? Ang isa't isa'y mayroong pagdaramdam. Bakit di pagbigyan muli ang ating pagmamahalan. Kung mawawala ay di ba't sayang naman? Paglipas natin tila ba kailan lang? At kung nagkamali sa'yo, patawad ang pagsamuko. Tayo na tulitin ng pag-ibig natin. Muli ikaw lang at ako. Kailangan ko ang tunay na pag-ibig mo, dahil tanging ikaw lang ang pintig ng puso ko. Hahayaan mo ba na maging ganon na lang? Ang isa't isa'y mayroong pagdaramdam. Bakit di pagbigyan muli ang ating pagmamahalan? Kung mawawala ay di ba't sayang naman? Paglipas natin tila ba kailan lang? At kung nagkamali sa'yo, patawad ang pagsamuko. Tayo na tulitin ang pag-ibig natin. Muli ikaw lang at ako. Bakit di pagbigyan muli ang ating pagmamahalan? Kung mawawala ay di ba't sayang naman? Paglipas natin tila ba kailan lang? At kung nagkamali sa'yo, patawad ang pagsamuko. Tayo na tulitin ng pag-ibig natin. Muli ikaw lang at ako. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about another big round of applause for Malaya Filipino American Dance Art? Thank you, Malaya. We've been honored to have you here with us. Whew, thank you.
Wait, Benel, we're not done yet. Why don't we ask our audience to participate and ask our Malaya dancers to teach us the tinikling dance? So go ahead.
Can we have volunteers?
We need 4 volunteers.
Volunteers, please. Come on down.
Kunin mo yung puti.
We want volunteers. Go, Elaine.
Do you guys have your health insurance card ready for you? Urgent care. And now it's time to present our illustrious beauties tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And to introduce us to them, welcome the chair and co-chair of Mga Dilag ng Kalayaan, Linda Joko and Violet Mislang.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Linda Joko, chairperson of Mga Dilag ng Kalayaan Committee this year. Together with my co-chair, Violet Mislang, we're delighted to present to all of you Mga Dilag ng Kalayaan of 2017. The Dilag's mission, together with Kalayaan Incorporated board members and dedicated volunteers, will continue to support the implementation of our charitable projects. They will be our ambassadors of goodwill, help to promote awareness of our Filipino culture, history, tradition, and of course, its values. So let's get started, Violet, and meet our Kalayaan Dilags.
Hello, magandang gabi ho. Good evening, everyone. I'm Violet Mislang, and I'm very happy to present to you our very first Munting Mutya ng Kalayaan Incorporated. And her name is Miss Christiana Noval. Her nickname is Lian. This is, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Christiana Noval. Ian is 9 years old and is the loving, sweet, and only child of Miss Christina B. Noval, a businesswoman. Currently, Ian is in 3rd grade at Juarez Academy of Engineering and Technology School in Cerritos, California, where she excels in math and communication. Ian is very friendly. She loves to sing and dance and would like to be a famous chef in the future. Let's all give a big hand to Ian Naval, Munting Mucha ng Kalayaan 2017. Thank you, Ian. So our next beauty queen, Kalayaan Incorporated, is proud to present to you Miss Marie Celi Thieu Igano, Binibining Kalayaan 2017. Marie Celi is 18 years old. She was born in Cebu City, Philippines. Her family migrated to California when she was 3 years old. She is the eldest of the 3 daughters of Bernardino Igano, an architect, and Gemma Igano, a school teacher. Marie Celi is an active member of the chamber choir of Santa Fe High School. She is also a proud member of the Filipino musical ensemble, Rondalia, and Tribung Sugbuanon Santo Niño devotees. She enjoys singing, reading, and reading novels, and she enjoys modeling too. Her motto in life is, live boldly and bloom to your fullest potential by taking small but fearless daily actions in the direction of your dream. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to Miss Marie Celi Thieu Igano, Binibining Kalayaan 2017.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're proud to present to you our very own beauty queen. She's a member of our board of directors, our assistant treasurer of Kalayaan Incorporated, Ginang ng Kalayaan 2017, the beautiful Miss Marilu Perez. Malu, as we call her, is from Calamba, Laguna. She's an active member of the Calabaan Association of Southern California. Malu works as a gemologist, a diamond trader. She has a very positive outlook in life, which has enabled her to weather personal and career challenges that comes her way. Malu has turned her obstacles into opportunities, which led her to grow as an efficacious and strong person that she is today. Malu's greatest pride is her 2 daughters, Christine and Grace. Through her hard work and perseverance, she supported her children's education on her own. Christine graduated with a degree in computer engineering from UC Santa Barbara and is now a marketing analyst. Grace graduated from Cal State Long Beach with a degree in Bachelor of Science of Nursing and is now a registered nurse. Malu defines her success in life through her daughter's achievements, her life's treasure, and unconditional love, which is far more precious and outweighs the diamonds that she trades. As a member of the board of directors, Malu has been instrumental in achieving the missions and goals of Kalayaan Incorporated. She is an avid supporter of fundraising events, promotes our cultural values, and fosters the importance in commemorating the proclamation of the Philippine independence. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pride and privilege to present to you my friend, my colleague, our Ginang ng Kalayaan 2017, Miss Malu Perez.
So we now come to the bouquet presentation. May we call on Ms. Amber Brigette Bakulin-Nisuski, Butchana Kalayaan 2016, to assist us in presenting the bouquet together with the mom, Miss Christine Duval. Amber is the granddaughter of one of our directors, our mentor, Mrs. Bakuli and Dr. Bakuli. Thank you, Mrs. Naval, and thank you, Amber. And now assisting to present the bouquet to our Binibining Kalayaan. I'm very proud to present to you our Miss Muchanang Kalayaan, Ruby Nicole Bakuli Nasuski, the twin sister of Amber, who shared the Miss Muchanang Kalayaan 2016 title with her sister. Let's give Ruby a big hand together with Mr. and Mrs. Bernardo Igano, the parents of our Binibining Kalayaan.
May we call on Miss Let Kayanan? Let Kayanan. Ayan. She's the Ginang ng Kalayaan 2016. And Mr. Jose Relson Banas to present the bouquet to our lovely Ginang ng Kalayaan, Miss Malu Perez. Thank you, Let. And thank you, Mr. President Ralsumbanas. Before we leave the floor, I wanted to call my committee, my DILA committee, my co-chair, Violet Mislang, Miss Vivian Vivas. Vivian Vivas, please come up. Miss Lady Hope Robillos. Miss Lolita Bandong. Come on up. Miss Mirna Bakuli. And our 2015 Binibining is Gisela Marie Vasquez. Please come on up. And please come on up. The Dilags of 2016, Amber.
Folks, don't forget to buy those Dagoy dolls in front of your tables. $40. Well worth it. Goes to Kalayaan, a 501c3 nonprofit. Buy those dolls, take them home. There's more over here in the front. And don't forget to buy the raffle tickets for the Philippine Airlines round-trip tickets. Virginia Viva, Jing Vivas will pass around and go around and sell the tickets.
Amber and Nicole, or Ruby, come on down, please.
Okay, thank you, our mga dilag for this year. Congratulations. Thank you to all parents, sponsors, supporters who have graciously given their time with us tonight. Thank you to Mr. Dino Padalan for sharing your talents, but not only with the girls, but with all of us here tonight. Special thanks to Linda and Violet for their leadership in our Dilag and Kalayaan presentation.
Well, thank you, everybody. Well, we have come to an end of the formal program. I know that you are now eager to shake off your feet and enjoy dancing. But let us finish our business first. To officially end our program, please welcome Susan Dilks, Kalayaan Incorporated Vice President, with her closing remarks.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Mabuhay! On behalf of the officers, board of directors, and ex-officio officers of the Kalayaan Incorporated, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the following: the Philippine Consulate General in Los Angeles, under the able leadership of Consul General Adelio Angelito Cruz, our beloved Ambassador Marciano Paynor Jr. and Mrs. Paynor, mga dilag ng Kalayaan 2017, sponsors and advertisers to the Kalayaan 2017 of the souvenir program, to all our wonderful MCs this evening, Benel and Benito, and to each and everyone, to your gracious, inspiring presence and your tremendous support to our tonight's event. Next year's Grand Ball event will be held on June 9, 2018. Save the date. Details of the celebration will be in due time be published in local Filipino newspapers and media. May you enjoy the rest of the evening. Mahal namin ang Pilipinas. Thank you. Daghang salamat.
Thank you very much, Susan. We look forward to your 2018 chairmanship next year. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin dancing, let us thank our friends, groups, civic, professional, and community organizations that joined the celebration of the 119th Proclamation of the Philippine Independence. Please focus your attention to the screen.
fresh starts. Goodbyes. Over the last 75 years, the unique warmth of our people has touched millions of lives.
The heart of the Philippines shining through. Philippine Airlines shining through.
Hi to all the Filipinos in the Philippines. We're greeting them on our 119th Independence Day. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Congratulations to Relson and all the board of directors for the Kalayaan 2017.
They said it already, so
Congratulations to all officers and members of Kalayaan.
On behalf of the Kalayaan Board 2017, thank you very much. Before I leave, don't forget, buy raffle tickets. Buy the Dagoy dolls on the table. For crying out loud, you've got to take them all home. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you our band and DJ for this evening. That's right, it's dancing time. So please welcome the Hilltops Band and DJ June, and very delighted to say the dance floor is now open. We will have the raffle at 11:15, so go for it.